Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Fear is said to have gripped the entire palace, especially Ebony and other queens, as you know, the oracle right inside the palace spoke again. Okay, this time through, of course, a man that is known for his, divination, very powerful inside the palace of the Oni of Ife, spoke again. They said the atmosphere was tense. Everyone had gathered for, the consultation that it's gathered that guides royal decisions and influence palace dynamics after they gave Iya Folake the sanction Iya Folake. Okay, Iya Folake is Blow's aunt. Okay, so the Oni had to call for this gathering because of the things that have been happening. The Olokun festival, you know how it ended and everything. So Kabiyesi had to call them because of that stuff that happened with those two girls. Everything Kabiyesi heard, he was unhappy. He had to deal with it. And they said they called an Ifa priest to come and also evaluate the situation, okay? And they said this Ifa priest, when he came, that it was bombshell that he uncovered. They said the Ifa priest said those virgin girls that spoke during the Olokun festival are girls that have been chosen by divine ordinances and untouched by worldly affairs, that they went into trance, and all of those things you saw there, their voice changing and all of that, they were not the ones speaking, that the spirit had to enter them to speak, to deliver the message. Okay? That was why that happened. They said a fast priest said, Ebony brought sacrifices. Ebony, has been offering sacrifices, okay? But those sacrifices will not change her position to win love, to rewrite destiny. But, rather it will make it worse. That Ebony left her destiny to fight for another person's destiny. That what Ebony heard from those priestesses was not the first time that she was hearing it, that she has been hearing it over and over again, that she has knelt before oracles, hoping that her recent sacrifices would, earn her divine favor. They said Ebony had consulted a lot of spiritualists, fasted and made sacred, pilgrimages, okay? Ebony in particular had taken the lead, okay, thinking that more effort and spiritual investment would secure her a higher place in the Oni's heart. But the oracle's word hit them like cold rain, okay, especially Ebony. You left your own destiny. The priestess, the oracle himself, that if a priest told her that she left her destiny, okay, and walked away from the path led before, her, and instead chose to compete with a woman whose destiny is sealed and protected. And now she will remain a servant in the palace until she leaves. That no matter how much she struggles, she would never ever take the place of the person who is walking her own path. That is Olori Naomi, okay? They say while this Ifa priest was revealing all of this, they say other queens looked at her with mixed feelings of pity and dread. The word servant wasn't taken lightly in the palace. It didn't necessarily mean carrying trays or cleaning floors, but spiritually and emotionally, it meant submission, irrelevance, and a lack of honor. That was what the Ifa priest was trying to say to Ebony, okay? They said that the Ifa priest was asking them that do they not see that when they go to the left, Queen Naomi's name will come up. They go to the right, Queen Naomi's name will come up. They go back, Queen Naomi's name will come up. They go forward, Queen Naomi's name will come up. That, this is not even coming up from, human lips, but through divine utterance. It is the ultimate insult and warning to those who had schemed and plotted to outshine her. That was what the Ifa priest was saying to Ebony. He said the Ifa priest said that Naomi left the palace for a very long time, but yet her presence lingers like perfume. Okay? Subtle, powerful, and undeniable. Even from afar, her spirit overshadowed every woman still residing within the palace walls. Okay? Now the Ifa priest said that, Ebony abandoned her own. Naomi did not fight for this, that the crown chose Olori Naomi. Okay, the throne recognized her soul, that this is Naomi's place, that she is walking on Naomi's destiny, that this is not her destiny, that was what the Ifa priest confirmed, that even Ebony herself knows that her destiny is in Oyo. Her destiny is not in Ife. They said the most painful part of this whole drama that happened in the palace was that the Oni of Ife himself remained silent. He did not challenge the oracle's message nor comforted Ebony. Okay? His face was calm, almost as if he had done all this all along. They said the queens, they began to realize they had been fighting, okay, a battle that never belonged to them in the first place. Why will they not realize? This is not the first time they are hearing this. They have been hearing this. But you know that every time anybody had something to say about this, it was open-ended. And one thing I do not like is this level of open-endedness. I want to know the timeline for when certain things are supposed to happen. This is the first time that they are saying, because they asked the Ifa priest about the 11 months that these girls talked about, and they say yes, that it's not even going to be up to 11 months. It's not even going to be, it might not be up to 9 months. That destiny of Ebony will show itself. That destiny of Ebony will surface. Ebony will know exactly where where she is in between 9 and 11 months. And that is what the oracle was saying at the time where they were probing to know, what was going on in regards to this prophecy that, came through, or came during the Olokun festival. They say Kabiesi was shocked, and Kabiesi was just looking at them when he heard that between now and 11 months, Ebony is going to leave the palace completely and never to return again. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.